A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Up next, it's our main event between the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. Returnable from the 1. And he's going to take this return out of bounds.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he starts us off with a 5-yard pickup. Second down coming up. We'll pause after that first snap of the game. Gonna need to adjust their game plan because that is their running back who's hurt and getting some help. Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4. Prescott, a quick throw, complete. Along the right sideline, there's space at the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10.
10 black, drill, 52. Green jack. Ready?
Opening carry for Devon Achane. His progress is stopped, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Throwing on seconds. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
On the ready.
So the grounding backs him up and wipes away second down. A very tough third down play here. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
On the set.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Let's go now. Black 40. Set.
Third and long for him here. That's Cox, hits the rookie out of Stanford. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Cover 38.
Brings up fourth down.
Green. Ready.
And they're going for this. He connects downfield. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
First down.
So they go for it on fourth, partner, and they get it in a big way, 25 yards.
Set. Red. Cycle. Blue 32. Smash. Red. Hut.
And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. He goes to the hurry up here.
Brings up second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. Cut out left. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A gain of 15 there. And that is a Dolphins first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Black 95. Fury. Yellow. Set.
Back to throw. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Ready, set. 43 rail. Here we go. Red 38. Set. Hut.
Back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Here's Prescott. Gets him on a quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
To the line. Here's third and 3. The gun. They'll give it to him inside. This is not going to get it done on third down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Six yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. He's got Lamb. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Looking quickly here.
17 yards. That's good for a Cowboys. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Dallas.
Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. He's going to work it ahead for about 3. Second down coming up.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Prescott here from the gun. Pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down. Here's Dak. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. That's the end of one here. 7-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, if he couldn't do it.
He has the first over the middle. And no touchdown here. He just needed a few more, but this one goes out at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cowboys get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. He'll take this at the 10. Things going well so far. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he cuts it. He's off to the races. He's got it in the red zone. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 55. And the Dolphins first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 1-score game in the first half. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. Showing a little burst so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right there. Here go 46. 46.
Dak off the play fake. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. Here's a give on 1st and goal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, here we go. Right there. Hey, kill.
Dak to the air here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. 1st time this game they've looked to him. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
This taken from the 12. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that and you kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he gets back to the line, but no more. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2nd down carry for H.A. Has a hole left, room to run. There it is, touchdown Miami. The Dolphins reduce the lead to just 4. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Starting from the 5. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. make it a 9-point advantage.
Kate, that play right there, that run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level, but this rookie is putting on a show.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Starting at the 10. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to.
Ready, set.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Yellow. Ready, cut, cut. Blue, yellow, go. Red, yellow. Green, jack. Set.
They'll come out throwing. On the move, headed right. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26.
Set, ready. Snap, red. Set, cut.
Looking in the air here. It's a big strike to Hill. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
22 needle. Ready.
Back to Hill. This is caught. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Knocked down by Savon Rebel.
Right.
Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
At the 43-yard line.
Set.
He's going to throw it again. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. That goes for 32 yards. And it's going to be first down Miami.
First down.
Strike it. 3. Here we go. Slide 2. Yellow. 43. Blue, black. Hut.
From the red zone on first. Brought in. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's
Ready.
2nd and 1.
Blue, 32. Ready, ready.
Running with Achane here out of the gun. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Final timeout taken by the Cowboys.
Dolphins.
And that's all they've got for what little remains of this
First
half.
and goal at the 2-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready, hut, hut.
Achane. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Red, 38. Set.
Running forward, it's Achane. And he'll take it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins make it a one-score game before halftime. Devon Achane with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut it to a field goal game.
Dolphins 21.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. 1st and 10, Prescott. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He's back to throw. Finds him on the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Back ball, 10. Black 40. Ready?
Second half begins with a run by Achane. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Achane again. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Blue, check. Set, red, Edo, blue. 50, green, yellow, Lonnie, Smith, red. Hey, blue. Set, Hunt.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Ready. Set.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
On the set.
10 at the 42-yard line.
22 Needle. Ready. 33. Hunt.
Here's a give for Wright. He's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Here we go. Black, 95. Set.
Back to throw. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it, right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football, just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, man, he ate up a ton of yards.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Fourth down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it.
Down. Pause, red. 38. Smash, red. Steel, black. 6. Metal. Ready.
Back to throw it. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is caught inside the 15. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on 4th down.
Wide open.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard
50
line.
Green.
From the red zone now. He's got it. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take the lead right away in half number 2. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. His return starts at the 5. Showing a little burst so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Hey, kill.
Dak now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. They get an even 40 out of that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Go to 54. Line.
Working inside the red zone. Lamb has another one. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here.
Set. Ready?
Here's a design run. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grab the lead on their first series of the half. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the upright. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3.
31. Dolphins 28.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. He'll begin his return from the 11. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled. to 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
On the set.
All right,
Strike.
working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
You, yellow. Come on, set. All right.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Lays out for this one. Oh, what a catch! It's a huge pickup on the play. And that is a Dolphins' first down.
Black shot. Here we go. 60 red. 60 field. Black. Set.
He's going to throw it. Caught near the goal line. And He's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal. Offense to the line fast.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a lead just before the end of the third. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead.
35. Cowboys 31.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Returnable from the 2. Good work so far. He's got room. And he's out of bounds. This is a great start for them already on their opponent's side of the field.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Here's Cox. This is Fant working downfield. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First down, here's Dak. Headed out right. And he's tackled for a short gain. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go. Right check.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Let's go. Hut.
Go with the design keeper. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Prescott, a quick throw, complete. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return coming here from the 12. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Yellow, red, cycle. Slice, good, blue, striker. Fight. White. Ready?
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle in your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They'll throw. Third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
A big loss on the play. Brings up fourth down.
Black shot. Shot. 17. Claws red. Black ultra. Blaster 6. Needle blue.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. He's gonna push. They connect on the deep shot. And he's gonna be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
First down.
One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a fourth down gamble. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Ready, ready.
Achan gets this on the draw. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll run. First gives to Zach Charbonnet. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
26-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 10.
Yellow. Rail. Yellow. Hut.
Looking to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On the set.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Let's go now. 52 blue. Set.
They run it from the gun with Wright. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
97. White.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins trail by a field goal. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
Strike. Set. Ready. Black 40. Hut.
Right again. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford. Brock, as this one loses yards. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
Brings up second and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing out to the left. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. He'll look to throw it. This finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins jump in front late. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
42. Cowboys 38.
Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Has this at the 6. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Hey, 40.
Back to throw. Connects with fans. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check. Hey, kill. Everybody, kill. 47. 26.
Setting up to pass. Dumped off to his running back. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. He could not afford to lose yards there.
Here we go, 46.
Here he is to throw. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
Now, I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. 46.
Dak off the play fake. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Now midfield after that loss. Here's 2nd and long. Dak to the air here. Gets this to Fant. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either.
47.
Dak now from the gun. Complete out to the right. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 3 now.
Hey, chill. Yeah, here we go.
Dak throwing again. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. This one misses the tight end. So now they have 3rd and short.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Yeah! Here we go, Wiley. 22.
And he's got it! He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left! Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
Dolphins 42.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And this one will not make it to the landing zone, so the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line.
Claws red. Let's go. You 10 blue strikers. Hut, hut.
One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.